I'm back. TTC, I'm Dolphignition. But I'm not here to gloat about our preseason win against Atlanta, because as much as the margin shows that we mean business, we were still going up against a organization that's not off to a hot start, not having a promising season, led by a backup quarterback team. And it's still the preseason, so why gloat about that? I'll save week 1 for another video. But for now, I'm here to rep the pink, black, and anyways, as much as I was happy about my Dolphins' convincing win, I was even happier when Inter Miami got their first win by more than 1 goal, and it was against Toronto. Yeah, I'll admit, Toronto is at the bottom of the standings, but my beef with them comes from our last meet when that dirty prick, Richie Laryea, had to make a painfully obvious dive, and all of a sudden, the score from 1-1 tie-breaked after that penalty kick given to Toronto. The narrative could have been how incredible that game was. I still remember that game and how closely resembled to English Premier League that matchup was. But instead, it goes to shit when Laryea did Ben Sweat dirty like that. Hence, the penalty shootout to tie-break the game. Till this day, I loathe 2 men, Richie Laryea and Rosendo Mendoza, the idiot referee who gave that penalty when there wasn't a real reason for it to even be a penalty. Because Richie didn't even have good enough in an angle for that to even be a convincing goal. But anyways, this Friday coming up is the last Sunshine Derby of the season. It's at Exploria Stadium for the second time, and I'm here to say that my Herons are going to give OrlandLOL pity a 5th loss and prove that you guys are, always have been, and always will be second rate. You understand me, citizens of Orlando? You may have Mickey Mouse, you may have Universal Studios, you may have the UCF Knights, but what you don't have is relevancy. I was actually thinking about becoming an Orlando City fan, so to speak. But then Inter Miami was created. And to this day, I thank David Beckham for saving me from wearing that filthy, putrid, disgusting purple and gold. Y'all were never taken seriously, ever. But then a little brother showed up, and all of a sudden, you guys started getting good. When Nani came to your squad, y'all started getting good. MLS Back Tournament was held at your ESPN World of Sports to keep going during the COVID-19 pandemic. And as the Cinderella team that made it oh so close, you lost to the Portland Timbers. But still, you started getting good. I mean, except the next game after that, you still started getting consistent. And who knows, perhaps at the end of this season, y'all will miraculously win it all. But until then, this little brother will get y'all good. You can continue to underestimate us all you want about y'all won at our house and how y'all currently have the lead overall in our meet. But if there's one thing that soccer seasons have taught us more than anything, it's this. Teams start to click in the late part of the season. And coming up this game, there's quite a bit of bad news for y'all. You see, let's talk about the comparisons in the last games. We lost 0-5 to the New England Revolution. Yeah, I get the main excuse you can say is New England Revolution is top of the Eastern Conference, and maybe this time they could probably finally start to win their championship rather than be runners-up again and again and again. But ever since that loss, we started clicking so good that we got a win against Montreal, a convincing win against Nashville, ending their 9-lossless streak. Then we lost to NYCFC 0-2. Then beat Chicago. But then after that, we beat Chicago Fire, and then finally Toronto FC. Yeah, they're both weak teams. So now it's time to get a stronger team matchup. Compared to you guys, y'all lost to NYCFC 0-5. Then you beat Atlanta United. Cool. Although we've never lost to them yet, so if you're trying to shove that in our throats, that's not going to work. Our last meet, you tied 1-1 against us. Then y'all tied with Cincinnati 1-1. Then lost to Santos Laguna. You guys are second in standings, and you lost to a team that's 9th in standings in the Liga MX? Are you kidding me? You allowed Nashville to tie with you. And then you allowed Cincinnati to tie with y'all. But then you finally got your revenge against Chicago. 1-0. Congratulations, you prevented them from scoring. All that just pretty much shows is that our offense is more fierce. And also, if I remember correctly, correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't Nani your best player sided out early in the game? The point I'm trying to make is this, Orlando. Coming into this game, you're not looking so great, and we are looking dangerous. And what's not to say that you come over to our house and win, we ain't going to get y'all back for that. You may be runners-up in the Eastern Conference, but nobody believes y'all. Nobody believes y'all. Nobody. In fact, the way I see it, when Nani is down, there goes your season. Y'all didn't look that impressive against Chicago compared to how we looked. Our offense is going to play fucking circles around you. Our defense, though suspect as hell, is starting to click. Pizarro is back. And your only hope is to have a select... So the only hope you guys have to beating us is to have a select referee officiate this game. So I'll give you losers a hint. There's Rubiel Vasquez, March 7, 2020 against DC United for an unnecessary red card. Ismail El-Fath, he screwed us over in a couple of games, regardless of the fact that he won Referee of the Year last season. I've mentioned Brozendo Mendoza previously about our first meet with Toronto. So, and then there's a perfect choice for y'all, Joseph Dickerson. He prevented us from what should have been a legit free kick that could have been a game-winning goal rather than having us settle for a tie. And on July 23rd versus Philadelphia Union, he declined an offside goal as well as a legit penalty in the box that we should have rightfully gotten a penalty kick for. If the referee is anyone other than those that I have mentioned before, let me rephrase myself. So, if the referee of our game coming up is anyone other than those I have mentioned previously, don't start feeling yourselves, Lions. Our biggest step yet is when we get that win at your house. We have and as far as our fan base goes, y'all saw how loud and crazy we can get when we're dominating. When we kick your asses this upcoming Friday, you'll get a taste of what LaFamilia of 1896 is all about. Fuck Orlando City. I predict we'll either win 3-2 or 2-1. It doesn't even have to be a margin of 2+ point difference. All it just needs to be is a W. And the odds are in our favor going in this one. So, LGP, Matweety, Gregore, Morgan, especially you, dude. I like your corner kicks, but we need a little more fire from you, bro. Robinson, Vasilev, both Higuains, Gibbs, and Pizarro. The best for last, the wild card joker. What do you say we show these punk-ass Lions who's boss and get our first win at Exploria Stadium? And when we get this win, we're going to Disney World before we take on the chumps at Cincinnati. That's all I have to say. This is Dolphignition, doing the best he can before the Miami Dolphins prove all the haters wrong about Tua and his weapons and shields. I'll save the Patriots hate for another time, but for now, it's Armageddon in the Sunshine Derby. Vamos, Herons.